Welcome to the Predator Arena and the 2016 U.S. Open 8-Ball Championships. Hosted here in Las Vegas, Nevada at the Rio All-Suite Hotel and Casino and proudly presented by Q Sports International. Our proud sponsors of the event are Predator, the official Q and Chalk; Omega Billiards, the official store; Kamui, the official tip; Diamond, the official table; Simonis, the official cloth; and Cyclop, the official balls of the event. Right now, I'd like to direct your attention to our two opponents that have made it all the way to the finals of this event. And what a match this is. These are two players that have known each other for a very long time. They are very good friends. They go ice fishing together. Right now, I'd like to direct your attention to the player who has come up from the one-loss side. After losing his first match in the event, he's made it all the way back to the finals. He hails from Sioux Falls, South Dakota. He's sponsored by Q-Tech. Some of his recent accomplishments are the 2016 Derby City Classic 9-Ball champion, 2015 Challenge of Champions champion, 2015 U.S. Bar Table 9-Ball champion, 2014 U.S. Bar Table 9 and 10-Ball champion. He's a 4-time U.S. Open 9-Ball champion. And 3 days ago, he became the 2016 U.S. Open 10-Ball champion. With a Fargo rating of 823, we please put our hands together for the South Dakota Kid, Mr. Shane Van Boening. And his opponent, hailing from Fargo, North Dakota. So this is the Battle of the Dakotas. He's sponsored by Fargo Rate OB and Fargo Billiards. He has won over 50 Midwest casino tournaments. He is a national BCA team champion. He only plays once a week, and he's here in the finals. With a Fargo rating of 729, we please put our hands together for Mr. Rory Hendrickson. The finals is 1 match to 11. Alternate break, rack your own. Our officials for the match are John Lehman and Bill Stock. Right now, I'd like to turn the microphone over to our fabulous commentators in the booth, Jay Helfert, Freddie Ognier, and George Teachea. Take it away, gentlemen.
Thank you, John. Thank you very much. We are at the Rio, but this ain't the Olympics yet, folks. We're in the Predator Arena.
What a great match we've got going on here. This is the finals of the U.S. Open 8-Ball Championship. Here goes the lag.
The North versus the South.
Look at them smiling. They've known each other for such a long time.
Well, actually, Rory was one of the first
professional
teachers, first guys to give Shane lessons when he was 11 years old. So they go back a long ways.
Of course, Shane has a long history with great players in his family. Timmy Bloomberg, his mother, national champion. Gary Bloomberg, top amateur player, good amateur player. But he credits that the first real professional caliber player to really show him the ropes, Rory Hendrickson.
There you go.
Rory Hendrickson right here. I was just watching Rory warm up. You will notice the way he addresses the tip and brings it up with up, loop, and down, exactly the same as Shane. Can't help but think that that's where Shane picked it up. Let's take a look. Rory actually won the lag here, so advantage Rory Hendrickson. 729 Fargo rating. This guy is a professional. Jesse Bowman's was just about the same.
Well, all those ratings are out the window now. We're in the finals.
This is the finals. He's in the hot seat. He had the hot seat, came through undefeated. There's Mike Massey in the audience.
There's Mike.
Tennessee Tarzan. All right, Jay.
Like that name. Rory won 6 matches in a row to get to this point. Shane is on a 10-match winning streak on the loser's side.
Rory, one of the few people breaking from the side rail. We saw Jesse Bowman breaking also from there, hitting the second ball, I believe. Yes. And first And the cue ball stays up, and he has a shot in the 1 ball. Ball's a little bit congested here, so let's see how Mr. Hendrickson gets through.
It's a tough opening shot right here. Well, he could shoot the one in the side.
Tickle some balls.
Yeah, the cue ball is going to go down into those balls and hopefully leave him a second shot.
Yeah, the 3-7 looks like it goes right towards the 14 ball, so he has to guard against getting that ball trapped.
You know, Rory's in a position as a huge underdog in this match. He's got nothing to lose here.
Nothing to lose. And take a look, Jay. If he makes this 6-ball up table, he's got a wide open rack of the first rack.
And the 8's out there by itself.
Sure.
Rory's already locked up 6,300, so that's a pretty good prize. First prize, 11,000. And you know Shane's got his eye on that.
John Lehman had said it earlier that they ice fish together. Many of you will have Facebooked Shane Van Boning's page, and often Shane will have photos of him ice fishing. Again, guess who he ice fishes with? It's Rory Hendrickson. Beautiful shot. Beautiful shot.
Good.
He's got these balls wide open after what seemed to be a very clustered rack.
This looks good right here.
I like going to the 3-ball here. That way you can use the 7-ball to come back up table for the 4 and 2.
Well, like you said, everything's in the open right now. Just roll the 5 in, go forward.
We'll watch the tip and watch the take back. You see the take back to the up and down exactly like Shane Van Boning's.
He told me before the match, if you want to win the U.S. Open, you got to beat the best.
Well, guess the news.
He's playing the best. I think he got to shoot the 7 and draw back here.
Well, he has choices, and I always talk about the ball in the side pocket. If you're going to be shooting a ball in the side pocket, it better be early, not late.
Well, that's what he's thinking about. Do I shoot the 4 now, or do I get one of these 2 balls, or both of them? Rory takes his time. He's not a player that's in a hurry.
I like it. I like the fact that he's, thinking this whole thing through. It feels like he just comes above this 3-ball and draws the 3-ball straight back for the 4-ball in the side.
Well, now he's changed his mind.
He's going to go right to the 9-ball. He's good. He just needs an angle on the 3-ball after he shoots this ball.
Good shot, Rory.
He's got an angle. He's running now.
No more thinking now, just shooting.
Well, I got a little straight here, but I think if he has to, he just stops it.
Yeah, just stick the cue ball right there. Why not?
He had an angle he wanted to stroke.
He's pretty loose. He's pretty loose.
He fired that ball in there.
Yeah, how about that?
Way
Rory
to start.
Hendrickson.
Way to start.
Ran out the first rack. Welcome to the finals, Rory. Hello, Shane. He's not going to just roll over.
He's not just going to roll over. Talk about sending a message. Sending a message to his good friend. Still has a few lessons to learn, says the master.
This is our second pro tournament back-to-back. Tomorrow we have that's the 9-ball challenge. We got 4 sets of matches at 10. Well, that's actually, we go to completion tomorrow. They're playing that already, the 9-ball challenge. 10, 11:30. Excuse me, what do you got there? No, excuse me, 10:30, noon, 1:30, and 3, and then that's over. And then at 5 p.m. tomorrow, Shane's going to be playing a challenge match against Thorsten Holman, 8-ball race to 21.
It'll be pretty exciting. Big break by Shane. There's at least 1 ball in. High balls are open except for the 12-ball. Low balls, you can see the 4-ball and the 2-ball right by the side pocket, a little bit tied up.
Yeah, I think he's got to shoot stripes with this setup. Notice how much different the table looks after his break. All the balls are along the rail.
No trying to get in.
like to shoot that 13 right now. There we go.
And then maybe the 14 and clear off that pocket, 15 and then clear off that pocket. Then he's going to have to work his way up table. You see this 12 ball doesn't really go anywhere. So he's going to make a pocket for it.
Well, he can get it after the 10 ball. Well, let's see, though. He's going to definitely get the 15. Probably come 3 rails out.
And if the 12 ball doesn't pass the 11, then he'll take the 11 ball after the 12 ball, after the 15 ball. We'll see what he does.
This is little inside left English. Oh, no, he went straight across the table.
Right. Notice that one ball by the corner pocket that makes that pocket pretty big for him to do any angle he wants to get to the 12 ball.
All his attention's on that 12 right now. Yeah, 10 ball and then the 12. I guess the 12 goes up here in the corner.
I think so. I don't see him breaking this one ball out.
No. There's Rory.
Staring him down, concentrating.
He looks very comfortable today.
He
he's going for the 11. He might be saving the 12 for last. Yeah.
Interesting. But he's Shane. This is easy for him, right?
Well, he's got the right angle, but he does need to get nice position for this 12. And he doesn't have a big position area.
No.
He's got to just, the cue ball's going across the position line.
Right. He's really going slow. He must like this. Boy, he's come up way short, hasn't he?
Wow.
Interesting way to run out. Leave this for your last, but
is he gonna back this cross side? Use the 4 balls? Let's see.
He
I don't
pointed
know.
to the side pocket.
All I could tell you, Freddie, this is a missable ball.
Very missable.
He wanted to go about a foot and a half farther and shoot it up in the end.
Yeah, absolutely.
But that was a very delicate position shot.
It's interesting.
He's going up in the corner. Look at this. Wow.
But
nice camera
he's
work.
awfully
Nice
good
camera
at these
work.
shots. I mean, this is why he's one of the best, if not the best in the world.
I think he missed it.
Oh, my goodness.
Here comes Rory. And Rory can break up those balls in the side right here, shoot the 7
and
off that 4.
He does call it. I like it that he called it, even though it's obvious it's going off the ball here. Easy. He drew it all the way back. Make sure you have a shot.
He's all right. He's got that one.
One ball.
And that 2-4 lays good for a combination.
For a combo, if he was going to be doing that. I can't imagine he would be. But then again, I'm not the one shooting.
I think we're going to see Rory take a 2-0 lead here.
So.
Like I said, there's no pressure on him all. He actually looks more comfortable today than he did yesterday.
He's decided to shoot this 5 ball first.
Freddie, if Rory was to win this match, it would be like when Buster Douglas beat Mike Tyson. I mean, Shane has got to be an overwhelming favorite. But you still, you know what I always say, you got to win it on the table.
Well, as long as he didn't get dead straight here, and he didn't.
He made it a little tough on himself here.
Straight back, I think.
That's okay, but he's going to have to come with a little shot here. But he looks comfortable. He's not taking any time.
This
just
is
got
what
right
he should
down.
just pound in.
The good news is you don't have to worry about position. Just make the ball, and he did. Game 2.
2-0.
Rory Hendrickson off and running.
We like it.
And breaking.
And breaking.
He says, son, remember when I used to give you lessons? I got one more.
One more lesson. That's all you need is one more lesson. And he's running around this table.
Well, let him keep piling up those games. That confidence is going to build. Shane Van Boening is human. That's more balls than he missed in the last 2 matches, isn't it?
Rory Hendrickson is sponsored by Fargo Billiards and Fargo Rate.
There's Vilmos Foldis.
Vilmos.
from Hungary, but now he resides in California. He's a terror on the Oscar Dominguez's Mez tour.
The Mez West.
See what happens when you're a pool champion? You get pretty girls. Let's see what Rory can do on the break. That first break was kind of a dud.
But he ran out, so we know he can run out tough racks. Let's see if he hits them a little more square.
The only player I've seen break from the left like this into the second ball. So this is a break designed to make the 8-ball move.
Right. Corey Deuel's breaking like this. Much better break.
Yes. Look at this break. Look at this break.
Wide open. Hello.
I'll tell you what. He unlimbered on that one, didn't he?
He made 4 balls?
Yes, he did. And everything's out in the open. You know, if he runs this rack, Shane's going to start to squirm a little bit. If he's not already. Funny things happen in the pool world.
That's right. I like high balls because there's more of them out there.
That's what he's taking.
Well, let's watch him at work here. This looks, the layout looks really, really good. Finger tuck.
He's got a big stroke, I'll tell you.
Well, he kind of put it up in no man's land, but the good news is he can shoot. Both balls are a little bit off angle, a little bit tough, but
he can. If he cuts that in the side, that 15 ball, he can go around the 11.
Kind of put the chalk down, so he got just the wrong line. A little bit higher would have missed that 2-ball and played the.
He's down good. He's down good on it. I think he's going to make it, Freddie. Yeah, he's playing with some
right
confidence.
To the side pocket. I like it. I like it.
He's all right. He's all right. He can use that 10-ball by the side to get down table, I think. Why not just shoot this 12 down?
Ball.
Yeah, shoot the 12 and use the 10 to slide down for the 11.
I think he's going to draw this 10-ball back for the 12-ball and do that. I don't think he's going to shoot the 12-ball now. Let's see where he goes here. Love to see an angle overhead.
I'd shoot the 12. I'd shoot the 12, but let's see.
I think he likes it also.
Rory. Yeah, this is Rory. Rory, this is your world, buddy. And we're just spectators.
He wanted to stay below the 10.
That's perfect.
Nice shot.
That's perfect. Just make sure you miss the 2-ball here.
Make sure you miss the 2-ball. If you're going to draw, don't land yourself on top of the 8-ball.
Well, he could draw. He could. Let's see if he's going to. We'll see when he cues
either
on
way.
it. Yeah, he's drawing. He's drawing off the 10.
Maybe 2 rails towards the corner pocket.
Just pull it back.
Oh, he goes behind it, and now he's bumped the ball.
He didn't want to do that, but, he's okay. I think he could shoot the 11 on the side and draw over for the 8. He wanted to go around the 11, but it's not all bad.
He's made this rack a little tougher than it lay at the initial, but good angle there. A fly just went right in front of him.
Look at this. Look at this. He's all right.
Beautiful.
He's going to get this rack.
And this is why he's here. This is why he's here. Maybe his last, the hot seat match was a little bit error-filled.
Yeah, but he beat a lot of other guys,
He
too.
beat a lot of other guys, but that right there, at the biggest, probably the biggest stage of his career. What do you think?
Absolutely.
Hasn't missed a ball yet on his break.
Absolutely.
He's up 3-0.
Well, he just sent a wake-up call to Shane. He said, "You're going to have to win this, buddy."
And he can't safe him on his own break. He has to miss for Shane to beat him on his break. And if he breaks like that every time, it's going to be a long night for Shane. But I think no matter what happens, these two are going to be happy afterwards.
Well, I'm not so sure Shane wants to win this match. I know that. He'd rather take 11,000 than 6 every day of the week. Rory's
Look
got
at Rory.
that
He's-
tiger, the eye of the tiger look.
Shane's breaking off the bed this time. First time I've seen him do that.
Oh, it's another good break. Will he capitalize on it?
13 and 6. Don't look too good. 7 and 14 also don't look too good.
This is not an easy rack here. I don't care if he takes solids or stripes. He's going to have to do some work.
What if the 13 passes the 6 ball, the 8 ball still doesn't go?
He just looked at it.
No, it doesn't pass.
That failure to play position in the rack before on the 12 ball and failing to get out has put Shane in a pretty big hole here. You know, Shane feels that the momentum is all Rory's way right now.
Well, these are the type of racks here that you don't expect him to get out, and somehow he touches a ball here, tickles another there, moves another ball, and suddenly he's wide open.
Well, you know he's going to feel a lot better if he wins a game.
Sure.
The only one good thing he's got going for him, it's a longer match. It's a race to 11.
A couple more games to catch up if he gets behind. I think I heard him call the 3 ball. He's calling the 3 ball and playing a combination.
2 to the 3.
He has a plan.
I'm not sure if that 5 goes by the 4. I don't think it doesn't. It does not.
The 7 ball in the corner pocket is what he's calling. Going, I think, diving 1 rail forward into the 6 ball. Big pocket over here.
Not an easy shot here. Got to be careful.
And
well done. Well done. But again, he's looking at that 5 ball, and that the way the 4 is sitting, that's kind of a jam there.
right.
He's got to shoot the 6, I think. Yeah, see, that's...
But if he gets the 6, boy, yes, if he gets the 6, he should be wide open. Now he's got to convince himself. You're right, Jay. That 5 really doesn't go past the 4. Just jams there.
Like I said, this is not an easy rack for Shane. You get the feeling that this is the way this match is going to go. Shane's
Right.
going to be, swimming upstream.
Maybe Shane feels the pressure since I think the odds makers have him at an overwhelming favorite. Well, certainly
he was
the Fargo
probably
rating
somewhere between 5 and 10 to 1. Closer to 10 to 1. I mean, nobody really gave Rory much chance in this match, but
the Fargo rates say that Rory is 25% to win this, 75% to his Van Boening, even though Rory has a 3-0 lead.
yeah, exactly. It was like 90 to 10% at the beginning. Again, the 5 ball is going to be the problem. He's going to have to. I think he'll get the 4 now.
Once he gets the 4, the 5 won't be a problem.
Right.
And I like this play where he slide to the inside of the 5 and play position on the 5.
I don't think he will. I don't know. Let's see. Maybe. I'm not sure.
Slide to the inside of the 5 and play position for the 5. That's a shot that a lot of people overlook because you're playing position going away from the ball and it's not so obvious.
Right. Well, he hit it good.
Yeah, came up
He
exactly.
hit it good.
Apparently this rack had no problems. I mean, he really solved it playing to that 7 ball.
He solved the problems.
Yeah. Well, where'd he go?
He's okay, but he went past the 8, that's for sure.
Why did he swing his hand? What are you doing?
Yeah, he's... Oh, he's on the board. Ooh, look at that. Look at that.
Whoa.
Would that have been something?
That
Oh,
would have
my
been
God.
crazy.
Yeah.
It's on the board.
Rory smiling, says, he almost scratched for me.
So, looked like Shane kind of gave a smirk because initially he called the bank just as a joke.
We are in the finals of the U.S. Open 8-Ball Championship. Dark horse, unsung and unheralded, Rory Hendrickson from Fargo, North Dakota.
Here in the finals.
Maybe he just likes it because it's Fargo rate, you know?
He is the house pro at Fargo Billiards. And Fargo Billiards has 56 tables.
Oh, 56.
Still a
Then
pretty...
it's not the largest, because then Q-Master in Norfolk's got 72 tables.
He didn't sell any of them out or anything like that? No. All the tables are still there?
Yeah, they're all there. That pool room is up and running still. And Rory's opponent is our U.S. Open 10-ball champion 3 days ago. And he'd sure like to double dip him here this week. That was a $10,000 score. Uh-oh, goodbye.
Oh, and he gets kissed up table. You know, that break does have more, it feels like that has more opportunity to scratch because you flying the cue ball, but we've seen plenty of the head ball break go on the side pocket and the corner pockets up table.
Well, this is the first time I've seen Rory a little disgusted. You know, it's early, but that could be a turning point in this match if Shane can run this rack.
Anytime you give Shane Van Boening an opening ball in hand, it doesn't matter if there's 15 balls on the table or 5 balls on the table. He's so favored to get out. 2 troubled balls for the high balls. 1 big trouble ball for the low balls.
Well, that 3 balls jammed up behind the 12. The 8 surrounded with the 14 and the 4.
And he can't, surely he can't break out the 3 and the 4 at the same shot here. I say surely, but that's probably what he'll do, right?
Listen,
the 3 is far.
Yeah, the 3 is a little bit off the pocket there. He's shaking his head. He could use it, but he's got to hit it just right. The way these rails are, if you hit a little too much of the 3,
and he's shaking his head.
The 2 balls going to bounce away. So
he's got to find a different path.
Yeah, there's work to be done to run this wreck. To Shane's credit, he takes his time. He's not in any hurry. He will not shoot till he's got it all figured out. This is a man with a plan.
Well,
interesting here.
Feels like he's going to draw this ball back.
And break out the 3 right now.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. Look at that.
And he's got to make sure the 3 gets out of there. Drawing it without the 3 getting out of there is no good. He's blocked that side rail, but he's put the 3 there so he can break up or play position for the 4.
Good starting shot.
5 in the side, I suspect.
Yeah, maybe 5 in the side. You know, he could actually, well, yeah, he wants to break up that 4-8 because he's got to clear that 8 out, too.
Correct. So he could be playing for the 4 or playing for the breakup, but if, you know, the type of player he is, probably play for the 4.
He's playing the 2.
Wow.
Surprise, surprise.
Surprise, surprise. But he always seems to surprise us. He's playing for the 4 right now?
Yeah, exactly. He's going to shoot the 4 and break.
Unbelievable.
Well, now it looks good, though, because the 5 and the 3 are both his safety.
That is a tremendous shot.
Well, he's Shane. And
Tickle.
we're not.
And we're not. Tickle the 8, keep it in the open. And
looks good now, doesn't it?
That solves this rack, I think.
He solved it, just like solving a jigsaw puzzle.
Yes. When he shoots the 6, you'll see one of the referees go up there.
Our compatriot up here, George Teachea, he loves to analyze the racks and pick out the
whole
sequence.
rack.
You think he'd have picked out that sequence?
I don't think anybody would have.
Yeah, I agree with you. That was kind of Efren-esque.
Efren-esque, and that's what I said in the last
really?
match. That
really?
The way that Shane runs out, the patterns he uses can only be done with someone that has the cue ball control and shot making ability that he does. It's very Efren-esque. All the traditional 8-ball outs is out the window with him.
Yeah, he's very creative. But, you know, that was his plan. Once he started, that was his plan.
This is good because you can only hit the 6-ball cleanly from one side. He might follow this forward just a hair. Ooh, keep it on that side. Here comes John Lehman. He should be coming up to take a look at this shot, but because Shane laid it there,
Oh, I think
should
he's
be
okay.
shouldn't be
I don't think
be
he-
a
oh,
problem.
Well, yeah, it's
Yeah, it
tight,
was
but
close,
he's
but
okay.
now they put that there. Had it been coming from the right as we view it,
I didn't
would've been
realize the
tight.
10 was so tight on the 6. That's what you got to do. You don't want to move the 6 ball, the 10 ball at all.
another, absolutely beautiful solution.
That was
Brings it to 2-3 with his break.
That was a highlight reel run out there. Not because the shots were so sharp, so difficult, but it was the way he went about it.
Choices.
We got a full house for this final match in the Predator Arena. Shane has become one of the most popular pool players on the planet. Everywhere he goes, all over the world, people flock to watch his matches. Rory is,
good reason.
he realizes kind of tables have turned, even though he's ahead 3-2. He knows the momentum has shifted back to Shane.
Yeah, he needs Shane to help him out, and he needs to not scratch on the break.
And Shane's not prone to helping his opponent.
He had 2 scratches on the break in the last match, but Jesse Bowman did not capitalize. Jesse got late into the rack and then missed position. Again, breaking from the bed.
Good break. Ball's going down. Nice spread here. I only see 2 balls tied up, really.
If the 3 ball passes the 9 ball, there are no balls tied up for low balls.
Yeah, the 4 would go in the side wouldn't
pocket,
it?
yeah.
Shane's looking at it right now. He's staring it down. Boy, that's not a very big pocket. I can see it.
It's close.
It's almost less than half a pocket.
Oh, so perfect shot for him.
For Shane. Well, he's got to hit it perfect.
Yeah, because if he makes this, the whole rack is open.
Does he want to try that, though?
You know? If he doesn't, if he goes with the stripes, you see the 15 ball next to the 4 ball by the side pocket. He could bank that one.
That's what he's doing. He's analyzing the stripes now to see how they compare with the solids. Because he definitely can shoot through that window and make the 9. That's what he's looking at. Yeah, I think he's...
And away we go.
He's going to open with either the 5 or the 12, depending upon which set of balls he chooses. Yeah, he's going 5 ball.
5 ball, maybe he's breaking out the 3 from behind. Nope. I'm sure whatever he chooses, we're going to be amazed here in a minute.
Yeah, I enjoy sitting back and just watching Shane go through the rack. He's built himself into a great 8-ball player. This was not his strongest game.
Wasn't it? No?
Well, the truth is he did play a lot of 8-ball and bar tables when he was a kid.
Right.
But he became prominent as a 9-ball player. And he developed his one-pocket game and his straight pool game.
Well, his first big win that I heard of was at the Windy City, and that was a small table event. I assumed it was 8-ball, but it could have been 9-ball.
Probably was. It might have been. It might have been.
Decide he's going to bank this. He likes the angle better. Because maybe if he holds this, he uses the cue ball off the 4 ball to play position for the 3 ball.
That's always risky when you start banking balls. Funny things can happen. Well, I like the way he hit
Drink
that.
right in the center.
Yeah, nice soft touch there. When you're calling bank shots on a shot like that, you're in dead stroke, let me tell you.
Something is very strange brewing here on this rack, because he's not
The
even
3 ball,
looking
yeah.
to break that 3 ball out, which is what we thought he was doing to begin with.
Yeah, it's 4.
He's saving the 3 ball last to break it out. Either that or the 3
Look
really
at
does
look
go.
at this. I'm telling you, this is a small pocket. Even looking down the table, it looks like it.
For all the world that it doesn't go. He had the shot in that 3 At the opening, he didn't shoot it.
Well, I think the 3 will go, but it also could jar.
There's a good look at the Cyclop big spot ball.
That's all he wanted to do is just hold that ball. He's calling it. If you're straight in on it like from that close and you got to lean down and look at it, then you know it's narrow. He's got to catch that inside lip. He did, too. Fundamental, Edison.
Unbelievable. That ball went all the way. Apparently he didn't like shooting it at the slight angle before.
But you notice how close he got to it. We're tied, 3 games apiece. It's the finals. Will Shane pad 11,000 to his bankroll today?
Well, he's already halfway there, over halfway there.
He's a little real estate maven already. You know, he owns 2 fourplexes in Sioux Falls.
The two are joking with each other. Shane is laughing. Rory said something made him laugh.
Three games apiece. It's a race to 11 for the title and the money. Shane will be right back here tomorrow playing a challenge match at 5 p.m. with Thorsten Holm in a race to 11 for $1,000.
Race to 21.
Oh, race. Yeah, thank you. Race. Man, that's a marathon.
That is a marathon.
Whew. They're working us like dogs.
Rory scratched last time. Straight up table under his chin. Let's see what happens here. Cue ball on the center of the table.
Nice break.
Well, if the 4 ball goes in the side. Oh, he
made the 8.
Made the 8 his option to break again. He'll take a look at this 4. If it goes in the side, it does go in the side.
I don't think he's going to break again because he's got all those balls spread out.
No need to break the 4 ball up because it actually goes.
Goes up in the end, too.
It also goes up in the end, and all the low balls are open.
I have yet to see a player take the break option when they make the 8 on the break. Use that option and break the balls again.
Justin Bergman did.
Did he?
He
really?
had a shot, but a long shot. So he he took the break again, broke dry.
Well, let's see if Rory can recover. He had a 3-0 lead, and Shane has quickly tied this match at 3 apiece.
This is the whole shot here, getting to the 4 ball. This 4 ball goes, but you'd rather be straight in on it, I believe.
Yeah, he hasn't even considered shooting it yet.
So he must think it's an easier shot than even it looked like.
Because he's perfect on it right now. You think he'll save it for last, too?
I would hope not. Because that one you can clearly get bad rather quickly. Draw between the 10 and the 8. Oh, he's going around. He's going to be perfect here. No, just a little too far. Well, if he didn't shoot it from the other angle, why wouldn't he shoot it from this angle?
Yeah, he may have to shoot it now. Yeah, he's shaking his head. He's not happy with this.
He's run out of room here. But the 2 ball passes, so he can play for either the 2 or the 1, I believe. I think the 2 passes. It does.
Yeah, the 2 goes. He's got 3/4 of a pocket. Now he's looking at the 4 again. He'd like to get it out of the way right now and give himself a shot.
I think he'll bump into the... Oh, tickled it.
Well, he's okay. You know, he could shoot the 1, but he's jacked up over the top of the 13.
2 in the side, I think. 2 in the side, 1 or 2 rails for the 1 corner.
That's what he's going for. Careful here. Good shot, Rory. Nice shot.
Really good shot. Get on the good side. He's not in the good side. He's leaning. Hopefully, he was hoping to get in the good side, but I think he's going to get there.
He's okay. He's just got to play a little position on that 8 ball. Yeah, he's going to have to go up that way.
This is his first real tester shot because he hasn't actually missed them all yet.
Yeah,
he just scratched.
He's got to be careful because he's going to be flirting with that side pocket when he draws the cue ball up this way. And his speed has to be just right. Again, because he's going across the position line when he draws up here.
Why wouldn't he just draw straight back off the 9 ball?
Oh, no. Oh, no, Rory. You know, this was one of those situations where he was thinking more about position and he forgot to make the ball.
Correct, Jay.
Look at this. If he had it, if he had made it, he has a shot at the 8, a good shot. Rory's a little disgusted there.
I'd love to be able to see that again. It looked like, for all the world, from our angle with the camera right there, that he actually could have just drawn straight back. It would have gone off the 9 ball. The 9 ball made that pocket very big.
That's what I thought he was going to do. I didn't know he was going to go forward.
Forward with a...
Meanwhile, Shane's got a little predicament with all 3 of these balls along that side rail, and the 9, the pocket's blocked by the 1. So he's got some work to do.
And the 15, if it was sitting on its own, was no picnic.
This is going to be a challenging run out for Shane. And he needs to get out. He can't leave that ball in the pocket there.
And the 9 doesn't go, so he's got a bank somewhere and what looks to be a on-the-rail drill on the right side. Right, Jay? That's one of those on-the-rail drills.
Yeah.
How did he get there?
Yeah. I mean, you probably open with this 13 ball. He could shoot the 12 on the side, but I don't like that.
And there's no playing safe. There's
there's no safety
kick
here.
One rail no matter what.
You got to try to run out. He doesn't even want to try to duck and hide the cue ball because with the 1 sitting there, Rory could kick and make it. Yeah, let's see, is he taking the
13 or the 12?
He's taking the 12. He's taking the 12. He wants to go into those balls on the side rail if he can.
Yeah, if he actually goes into the 15, it'd be nice. 1, 2.
He's trying to get in there
for the combination, and if he can just tickle the 15, that he needed to tickle just a little more than that.
Well, he's going to shoot this combination now, I believe. Yeah, you got to shoot it now. You can't shoot the 10 ball. This is.
He's all right because the 15's actually off the cushion. So, but you're right. I mean, he's jacked up. Playing.
Listen, he's got to make this shot. If he misses his shot, he's going to lose the game probably. This is a must make. Don't overcut it. He hit it good.
Hit it very well.
Wait a second.
Wait.
What happened there? What happened there? He was playing position for the 10 next, but he could cut the 10 back to the right. The cue ball will run into the 8.
Into the 8?
Yeah, look at it. It's got to hit the 8.
Got to hit the 8.
Got to hit the 8, but I don't think it's going to hit the 8 in a way that the 8 would go in any pocket. So he may just have to use that 8.
Slow roll and into the 8.
It's not getting any easier.
No.
Maybe he can miss the 8. Let's see if he can miss the 8.
Yeah, but if he misses the 8, the corner pocket is in play.
He's going around the table here. Probably go for the 11 next if he goes 3 rails. He's got
problems here.
Shane Van Boening is being challenged right now. Interesting analysis by our partner Shane. By our partner George. He said maybe make the 1, use the 9 to make the 1.
Safe on the 8.
Yeah, but
he's not looking
what he's
like
doing.
that.
He's going for the 10. No!
The drink.
Oh no!
Right off the 15.
Oh, no.
Right to the drink.
Catastrophe. Rory gets ball in hand.
Unbelievable. We know he had issues there. He just got to guard against the side pocket. How many of us have played this shot and scratched on the side?
He's okay. He's okay. He's fine. He says, that's where I wanted
That's
to
where
go.
I wanted.
Meanwhile,
that was the
he's
perfect
right on
line.
the 8. And he's in the lead again.
He must have put just enough right-hand English. That was quite a rack. Shot, surprising that Rory missed that 1 ball to begin with. And really what he left was
zilch.
Extremely difficult.
Yeah.
I would never have thought that Shane would have scratched up table going off the 15.
Sometimes the pool gods are with you, and sometimes they're against you.
I think he hit that.
I'm still waiting for them to be with me.
He's broken them pretty well. Shane has. 13 in. And let's see what
That's
those two
a pretty
stripes.
good break.
The 14 and 15 sort of didn't give themselves a nice opportunity to get in. He can break them out at any time. The low balls are open.
Yeah, I think this is take the lows.
Take the
you
lows
can start
and
with the one.
Straight at it.
Yeah.
6 ball is the toughest ball on the table. And you can easily get there.
It's got 2 pockets, 2 corner pockets it can go in. I look for Shane to get this rack.
There's a little bit of hush in the crowd.
It's no runaway.
Nope.
There were people saying, "Oh, Shane's going to beat him 11-2 or 11-3," but
I think there was a few people in this booth.
a few, 3. Well, I think we all made Shane the favorite.
Sure.
But
Fargo rate says so.
yeah.
Playing for the 6 ball, which is the toughest ball on the table. I like that he's
Careful,
attacking, but
Shane.
he's got a little close.
Look at this. He's playing with fire right now.
All right. He's fortunate he didn't get right on top of that. Shane has got long arms. He's fairly tall. I'd never be able to reach this, Jay. What about you?
I'm not sure he can reach it. He got it.
He got it, and he took care of the one ball that was tough, and he's got a shot in the 4.
Well, he was a little fortunate there.
Sure.
That could have turned out bad, too.
Disastrous.
That could have ended up behind those 2 balls. Well, if he was, he'd still had the 2 ball.
That's a lot of spin on that shot. Where's he going?
This does not look like the same Shane that played a perfect match against Josh Roberts. He's in and out of line.
Well, he'll get it back in line here.
Well, fortunately, everything he kept having an open shot this rack.
Right. Has the break was good. Don't get straight.
He's got just enough angle. Pop it over there for the 5 next.
Right.
See how hard he had to hit
He had
that?
to hit that pretty hard. Now he's going to be on top of the 9. He's okay. 2 rails up for the 8 ball in the corner pocket. Get up there.
We'll be tied again, 4 games apiece. Rory breaking. We got a short break
First
here.
break.
Rory's taking a break. We'll be right back.
Mike Gum.
And welcome back, everybody. This is Freddie Agnew. Jay Helford has stepped out of the booth, and I'm joined by George Teachea.
Hello, everyone.
Great match so far.
Oh, yes. Watching it from the sidelines and a little bit behind you guys. And Rory's put on a good show. Confident.
Rory is confident and very comfortable. I don't think there's any pressure on him. Not the pressure that we assumed there was going to be. Had he not been such good friends with Shane Van Boening, maybe it'd be different. But these two are just playing on a Friday night as far as they're concerned.
I think there's more than that.
Well, sure, there is something in the background there, but
I think Rory is comfortable coming back into the arena. He practiced well. He also started his hot seat match well.
Well, let's hope he continues on. Make this a grand show.
Be great to watch us go down to the 11th game or to the 20th game.
20th game, 21st game.
21st game. Watch these guys go, 11-9, 11-10, somewhere in there. The heat's all on Shane then, isn't it?
It would be.
Yeah, sure is.
Rory scratched on the break one time, but that's really been
in the past.
In this match, he scratched up table from the position he was breaking.
Yeah, I saw the scratch, and it was he was up 3-1 at the time, and it was tied when he came back.
All right. Okay, here we go.
Off and running. He's breaking from the side. Everyone else we've watched, there was only one player that broke from the side.
Jesse Bowman was also.
Yeah, Bowman was.
But Corey Doole earlier, yesterday or the day before was.
This is, I think I'll chalk first. Here we go.
Yeah, somebody was sitting behind him. His first break wasn't all that great, but he broke and ran him anyway, and his next few breaks have been pretty good, except for the scratch.
Second ball break. Ball flies into the corner pocket.
This
there goes
pocket,
another one.
This table is wide open for high balls.
What a difference this table has made when they changed it on the break.
Yeah.
It's made a huge difference.
Yeah, they changed the whole table to a brand new one after yesterday's medical situation. Slight nosebleed. They couldn't clean off the... Well, they
cleaned it off, but they decided to change.
Yeah.
They cleaned it off, but they decided to change it anyway.
Rory's playing the 10 ball in the corner pocket. Let's see what he's left with, because he's going away from the 13. Going slow.
Get
Should
back
be good.
To it.
Should be good. It's not the greatest shot. He looks like he's disgusted, but he's shown to be a pretty good shot maker.
It's a tough cut on the 13. On the 11, if he can get there.
I think he was trying to put that ball in the side pocket so he can come
I
back
do
to
too.
the 13. He's certainly not shooting the 13 now.
No.
Trying to get loose here.
He has to cut this 12 or bank it.
Yeah, every ball is a difficult cut, but he gets to hit this one slow. Just got to watch out for the 6 ball.
He's going to go towards that 6 ball.
It's in there.
Got to watch. There we go. He'd like to be off that rail more than what he is.
How is his angle?
He might be forced to go rail first. And that's a tough shot.
That is a tough shot. Certainly what Shane would do is go rail first.
He did that in a game in the past. Shot close to kind of like this. Those are tough shots right there, especially that far away from the pocket.
Sure. But I think you're right. He's going to convince himself to go rail first.
He's called the ball. What else would you call here?
Nothing but the 13.
At worst, he'll play the 13, and if he's forced to, bank the 9.
Yeah, I think that would be the worst situation. Feels like he can get high enough to get on the 11 or the 14.
Well, let's hope
he's just got to make this ball. It's all about making this ball, because if he makes it, he gets up table a little bit enough for the 11 ball at worst.
Let's just hope he doesn't miss the ball trying to force an angle to get up for the 11 or for the 9.
Yeah, definitely going rail first.
Yep.
Yeah, he's pointing it out there. Shane is thinking maybe I've got a shot at this rack.
Anytime someone's going rail first on a shot like this, you might have a shot on the rack. This is not an easy shot. Easy to make, easy to miss.
He tried to force it, and he got something. Hold it, hold it.
Yeah, you got to bank on the 9.
No, his ball, I mean, this is not easy, but I think this brushes in.
The 11 ball?
The 11 ball. We're looking right down, and it certainly looks like it's close. It looks like if it, at the very least, brushes the rail, it goes in.
Well,
brushes the cushion.
He's going to have to play that. Because even if he
there's
banks...
nothing else to do.
Yeah, there's nothing else to do.
Just past the 7 ball. Oh.
He played it. He played it to the outside of the pocket instead of the inside of the pocket. Yeah.
That one was a little loose there.
Yeah, that was a tough shot. He had to come to the he had, like you said, he had to brush it in off the rail or slide it. Well, this brings Shane back to the table.
And he is going for the breakout. He has the breakout, but he's a little bit funny. Straight in the 5, though.
Straight into the bottom corner pocket. And he'll be able to fall forward for the 1, then back to the 2. Or the 6. I don't think it matters what shot he shoots last, what ball he shoots last.
Drawing the ball. Yeah. He definitely does things his own way. Lets out that beautiful stroke of his.
Yeah, that's kind of like falling forward, isn't it?
Yeah.
In a reverse sort of way.
And now he's got a tough cut on the 1 ball.
Yeah, it is. It is. And I don't think he has anything
He's banking, which is very strange.
If he's banking, he's stopping the cue ball right there.
Yes, that's exactly right. So that's the safety part of it, I think. But no, there's
it's not a safety. It's a straight-in shot on the 2 to get down to the 6.
Well, I was thinking the two-way shot. Why would he bank this unless he had a two-way shot? And that's I'm a little confused. But then again, I'm confused at everything he shoots because he shoots so well.
And if he chooses, he could actually put him up against the 2. All right. Then again, there you go.
His mind.
Change his mind to a third option.
Well, I thought that's what he'd shoot.
In the first place?
Yeah. The tough cut.
He called the bank right off.
Yeah. Well, and he doesn't hit the 14, which is fine.
Oh, he's perfect. Absolutely to perfection.
Tough miss by Rory, but that was the toughest shot. He had to play it, but he played to the wrong side.
Makes me feel like clapping, doesn't it? Yeah. Stay with the crowd.
5-4, Shane Van Boening with a mini break, and he's going to be raking next, trying to stretch out the lead.
Yeah, this is a big one.
Rory's thinking what might have been if he just hit it on the other side, brushed the rail.
Yeah, the last time.
Still shaking his head.
Ouch, he says. I could have done well.
Could have been in the lead. Could have made it halfway through the halfway point.
The last time he erred, he was ahead 3-1, and by the time he came back, it was 3-3.
Right.
He was ahead 4-.
Well, that was 4-4. It was 4-4. And now it's 5-4 Shane. Shane breaking. Let's see where he goes again. He's been breaking up the head rail, off the head rail, on the bed, I should say.
He's putting his hand on the bed?
Back on the bed, which used to be his traditional break. Somebody hit.
Somebody's light.
Somebody hit
with
somebody
his camera.
With a flash. Kaboom. Balls are trying to get in. Well, 13 ball is tied up on one side, and the low ball's nothing tied up other than the 5, but the 7 ball would go first. Or a combination.
They both have a little bit of, not really the solids are fairly open because once you move the 7.
Yeah, no opening shot, no good opening shot.
Yeah, no good opening shot. Cut on the 7, but no real good opening shot. It's a tough cut on the 7.
That's a really tough shot on the 7. The 6 ball might be the easier cut. 6 ball. 7 ball. But then the 7 ball is similar to his 1 ball shot from just the last.
The 2 ball. The 2 balls. He's got a good look at the 2 ball into the rail. And then the pocket.
Well,
it opens up off the
if the 2 ball goes off the 11, then that'd be the shot, because then he'd be shooting the 5-7 combination.
It could be tricky because he might if he shoots the 2 ball, he'll shoot the 5-7 next.
That's no gimme off the 11.
But he's he's banking. He's trying to talk himself into banking the 6, as he just indicated. But we're just trying to figure out what he might do. What would Shane do? WWSD.
What would Shane do?
He did bank a ball in one of the previous games that looked pretty routine. Nice softer position because he didn't like the angle of his position shot. And he's going to do the same thing here. And not make it. And he might, it's going to come close. The table is still open.
Well, Rory is not faced with exactly the same problem because one of those balls is already out of there.
Mm-hmm.
His first shot is still not easy.
Well,
if he shoots the, that's right, because now that the 13's open.
Mm-hmm. Now the 13 is open,
11 is
so
the right
everything's
shot.
open. He can shoot this 11, and
go around the table.
Go around the table for the 10, and everything's up table and in play.
And then it's just execution from there.
Mm-hmm. Shot selection, choice. Going too far for the 10, but up for the 14 ball, or the 12. He's got his choice of balls. If he shoots the 12, he could possibly get on the 13.
Going between the 7 and the 5 and out.
Mm-hmm. Risky. Because if he brushes it, he won't get there. There's so many possibilities.
Right.
See what he does.
It's not automatic. It's just a hair off angle for either of those balls.
He's trying to see. Does he want to get on this 15 ball next? Can't tell. Yes, yes.
It seems like he's talking himself out of a lot of options here.
Well, he's certainly looking at all his options. Right. Now he's looking to go between the 2 balls with a little bit of center English and just avoid the 7 or whatever English he chooses to use. Yeah.
All right, here we go. He's made the decision. It's go time.
It's going just below center.
Guess he doesn't want to bump either of those balls.
No.
And he bumped both of those balls. But the ball goes in the side pocket.
Mm-hmm. So he's fine there.
Float down for the 15. Look of concentration. Steely eyes.
Yeah, you see his wheels turning, don't you? Right behind those steely eyes, you call them?
Oh, he's got a lot of thought here. He knows he's sliding down table. It feels like he wants to hold this ball. The 10 ball doesn't go, so he's hold this ball for the 15. And he's went right into the 2 ball, which is what he wanted, but he covered the cushion, covered that pocket. It's always the danger. I believe the 10 ball no longer goes.
Looks like he's created a little bit of problem for the 10 ball.
I don't think the 10 ball goes to either pocket.
Well, the good thing is he does have the 15 in the side. He can use the 4 ball to stop it. Get on the 13. Jay Helford step in for me for a second.
Rory has just tapped that 2-ball on the way down, and now he's covered the 10, and he doesn't have an out anymore. He's going to have to manufacture something. 15 in the side pocket, maybe hold, because he can shoot the 13. He's really put himself in a position where he has to come up with a fantastic out. I don't think the 10-ball goes into either corner pocket. Oh, he's going to take a look. If it goes there, then
I don't like shooting that 10 because you're running right into the 8, but why not shoot the 15 in the side and use the 4-ball to hold the cue?
I think that's what he's going to do, because the 10-ball doesn't go anywhere, I think, or else he'd already shot this ball.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Oh,
that worked.
He's got to be able to dig at this, and he can. He's swiping here, but it certainly looks like he can go low right English and go through 2 and through the center of the table and get below the 2-ball. But he's the one looking at it. He just looked at that line.
You know, I was watching from the side, and
he's getting a little agitated by that himself.
Yeah. He paces himself pretty good, too. He's not in any hurry either. He takes his time, just like Shane.
That's the line right there. The low right-hand English, 2 and through the center, and go below the deuce. Oh, boy. That worked out as bad as it could, other than scratching. No scratching.
Does a 10 go by the deuce?
No.
Oh, then he's got a problem. Yeah, no, he's got no pocket
He's
here.
got a quarter of a pocket. Can you make a ball in a quarter of a pocket?
Shane did.
I think so. There's no bank. There's no back bank. There is a dangerous one rail across now. I can't even get there.
There's no pocket. That's a 0 of a pocket. Well, I'm just looking to see if he could go 3 rails around the table.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, like that. Just where he pointed at this other corner.
This is the bank that I thought that he might shoot, but he's going to the 8 balls. There's several things. 1 rail across, 1 pocket shot.
Oh, yeah. Well, the cue ball's running right into the 8 ball. Fast.
8 ball is going to be flying. How about the 10 off the 8? No.
Got the wrong angle.
Got the wrong angle. Oh, see? No, he's looking for that 10 cross corner.
He could shoot that 10 ball 3 rails up in the other corner, but the 6 might be in the way. You know what I mean?
Far over here.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But
here he goes. 10 ball cross corner.
Throw caution to the wind.
Why not? You got nothing else to do. Oh, right. It was going.
He hit it good.
Really good.
Just too many balls flying around in the path.
It looked like it had a shot at it.
I got a feeling Shane's going to capitalize on that error.
Right into that 5 ball. No, he doesn't need to go into the 5 ball.
Yeah, I don't really see any problems for him cleaning this rack up.
Just the bump on the deuce got Rory on that.
Shane has struggled with some easy racks. He's got himself in trouble a couple times, but he's also shot his way out of it.
That's right. Because that's what he does.
He hasn't had much of a lead in this match. I mean, Rory's still only 1 game behind.
Right.
This would be his first 2-game lead if he can get these last 3 balls. Going for the 1 next.
Boom.
Yeah, he's all right.
Whose break is next? Oh, it's Rory's break if that's the right score.
That's right. Well, it's whoever broke first will be breaking next.
Correct, and Rory won the leg.
Yeah. for a 2-game lead. Past the halfway point at 6.
6-4. Rory to break. And you're right, Jay. He's not that far behind. That was Shane's break, and Shane banked the ball and missed. And Rory had an opportunity there to get it back on serve. Missed opportunity. He needs a nice break and run here. Maybe get some heat on his old Padawan.
Padawan?
That's right.
What's that mean?
That is the sort of like the apprentice for the Jedi Masters.
Oh, Padawan.
When they were little kids.
Yeah. Yoda used to say that to me.
Oh, there you go.
That was 10,000 years ago.
Okay.
In another galaxy far, far away. Before there was pool.
Eight ball up table, balls flying in.
Not a bad spread.
Let's see if he's got a shot. He's got a shot in the 5 ball. And if he can make the 5 ball without bumping the 2 ball into a bad spot, or if he does go ahead and bump it right into the 9 ball, it looks like this table will be open for him. This is the shot of this rack. Make sure the 2 ball stays open right into the 9 ball. Perfecto. Perfecto. We like it.
Rory looks to make sure that 8 will pass, and it will.
Well, by the time that he's done with this, there's going to be no balls to pass.
Right. Yeah, the 7. That's the 7 right there next to the
6.
8. That's the 6. Thank you. There you go. Good camera work. The 7 is kind of like the same color as the cloth, almost.
We're going to I think they call it Cyclop Blue. They didn't want to call it teal, but I've been calling it teal. I don't know what teal is. I'll probably go home and somebody will tell me that's not teal. Well, if he decides to play the 6 ball now, then looks like the 7 ball is going to end up being his key ball.
You would think he'd want to get that 6 out of there.
Yeah, because it'll have a bad angle. There's not much room to hit it, but with the 4 ball, it's going to be close. You'd hate to be shooting the 4 ball and drawing the cue ball over and go past your line.
Mm-hmm. Now the 6.
Will he be playing the 4 in the side pocket?
That's what he's looking at.
Looking at. Stun it forward. That's we get a good camera angle of that tip looping up just like Shane's does.
Well, even with all the twists and turns, he'll only be 1 game behind. He's still very much in this match.
Yeah. Very good out here. That's the way you put the pressure back on your opponent, by running out easily on your rack.
8 in the side for game number 5. Shane
Staring it down. Very nicely done.
I want to give a quick shout out to our camera crew here.
Doing a great job.
John and Tim, they've just been fantastic. Stephen and Vincent up top here running all the equipment. And my compatriots here, George and my man Freddie.
Jay, thank you very much. You've been a pleasure to work with.
We got more to go. We got 5 more days of pool after this is over.
That's true.
Yeah.
Seems like we've been here about 3 weeks.
We are at the BCA and USA
Pool
League
Leagues.
Championships, all produced by Q Sports International. Thousands of players are going to be coming in tomorrow for the teams.
Because the teams, they should be coming in tomorrow. Some of them started coming in today.
Yeah, it's going to be crowded in this arena. We got a full house tonight for this final match in the U.S. Open 8-ball.
Shane didn't break and run last time because he had a bank to start off with, but let's see what he has for a shot.
He's not going to have a heck of a lot, although he looks like he could shoot the 2 down in the corner.
Or the 7.
Yeah. Yeah, he could shoot either one.
Shane has shown that he definitely doesn't mind shooting one of the tougher shots on the table as his first shot, if that's what's going to win him the whole rack.
3 looks like it will go in the side. That's the closest to a problem for him this rack.
I'm surprised he doesn't go and take a look at it. He was bending down at something completely different. Because he could fall on this 3 ball right now. Nice camera angle. And he's long on the 3.
Yeah.
And he shook his head, so maybe that's what he was looking for.
Right, right. I think he wanted to get it out of the way right there. That 5's in kind of a funny position to shoot the 4.
It shifts the pocket opening.
I don't think you can shoot a ball past it. You might have to shoot the 6 into it.
Or the 4 ball into the rail just before it.
Rory's contemplating.
I know that look. It's that look of whether I want the shrimp scampi or the chicken parmesan.
Let's see. What's he doing here?
4 ball, corner pocket.
He's going to shoot that past the 5?
Well, it could go off the 5.
Ooh, it did. It did.
And he's trying to get for the 3 ball.
He got there. He got there. Somehow he got there.
Somehow he got there.
You've still got some maneuvering to do here.
3 in the side, maybe 3 rails around for the 6 in the corner. 1, 2.
You got it. You called it.
3.
Don't go too far. Don't go too far. Ooh, just stopped in time.
Just got in time. Well, if the 8 ball passes this 12, he's going to have no issues. But even if it doesn't go past this 12, obviously this guy can get anywhere from anywhere. And it goes.
He's got a pocket. He's got a pocket there. Nice camera work. Thank you, John. I know you're over there, buddy, taking care of us.
In the middle of nowhere?
He can shoot the 2.
It's,
yeah, he didn't want to end up behind that ball, that's for sure.
I was stroking it into landmines.
Looks good now.
It does look good. I predict he's going to get out. What do you think?
I'm with you on that one. He's cleared most of the debris. I like that Shane takes his time. He wants to get the exact right angle on the key ball, meaning not this shot, the next shot. He does not want to get in trouble when he plays shape from the 5 to the 8. That's when you lose the game.
Exactly. But he's got more of a cut than I thought here, so does he slow roll this and come across? Yes, he does.
This is one of the things that makes Shane a great player. A lot of players would have just shot quickly and just assumed that everything was going to be fine.
He gave a funny smirk because he came up a hair too straight. He wanted more of an angle, I think, to come off the rail and come towards the center of the table.
He's going to have to get above that 10 ball, I think.
Well, it looks like all he has to do is look over there and see if he can shoot right between the 10 and 15. But he still smacked it, and he is.
Ooh,
I don't think he's
so.
there.
He's got to jump this ball. Look at this. He fell short.
But this looks, if there's an easy jump, this one's it. And he's
but he doesn't have a full pocket. He's got a problem here.
He's just taking his extension off so he can get a few ounces less. He's back down to his 20-ounce cue instead of the 24.
This is a very narrow opening for a jump shot.
We're talking jump shot to 3/4 of a pocket.
If that. Wow.
Kaboom.
Freddie, he drilled that like it was straight in.
Like it was straight in.
Well, bite my tongue.
when you're the best in the world, you can do things like that?
I wouldn't know.
This is what I hear.
I don't relate to that remark.
Well, we have one man who got an easy out, and the other man that had trick shots and wowed the crowd.
This has been a really interesting tournament, and we've had great pool shooting by several players. I was very impressed with Josh Roberts.
Oh, yes.
Finished third in this tournament. Finished fourth. Jesse Bowman showed once again that he's one of the premier bar table players. Very strong field. We had a world-class field here.
Second ball break again. He's going to stay with it. Right to the center. Balls are flying. He's got that break working, I'll tell you. It's wide open.
He had that one bad break on the first rack, and since then, he spread the balls pretty well.
Which is a surprise for the second ball break. Usually you get some kind of clusters and move the whole rack one direction. This, it looks like you broke this from the head ball.
Well, he's got that cue ball coming off the side rail back into a pack a second time.
Back into the pack. Yeah. That's tough to do. A lot of people like to do that. That's tough to do. He's done it every single time.
He can keep the pressure on if he runs this rack.
He really can choose either balls.
Much like Shane, Rory's taking his time. He's studying both his options.
Mapping it out. Kind of like low balls because there's more of them out there. Since I'm always falling short or long in position, it's a good thing to have more balls out there. He's going to decide with high balls. This is the shot here because he has, if he gets straight into the 12 or the good side of the 12, then the 13 is clear for the left corner pocket.
Once he makes up his mind, he doesn't waste any time.
I think he drew this ball a bit and got exactly to the wrong side of the ball. I think he should have listened to the commentating. Almost looks like now he has to run forward and tickle the 13.
He's obviously not happy with this position.
No. He stepped up there and hit a little low, and it slid to the right of the line. He needed a little bit left of the line. See there, he's looking to just follow. He'll
bump
get
that
there.
Ball. Yeah, he wants to bump that ball.
He'll get there.
It's a little harder when you're that close to the ball.
Right. He have to hit it slow enough that the cue ball doesn't slide too quickly.
I think he's got this shot in his repertoire. Oh, no.
Well, he actually, see that? He hit the left side of it.
Oof.
I thought he was going to roll and draw it. Roll it and
yeah, that's what he wanted to do.
But then he smacked it.
I think he can actually cut that ball past the 3, but it's a very thin shot, and the cue ball is going to be flying.
It's just going to let it loose. Why not go ahead and look at the 14 then? 14 leads you right back to the 13. You'll scare the corner pocket, but at least this is the angle coming your way.
This has kind of been Rory's weakness, these long shots. He's had trouble with them. And he's got to make a good shot here.
He should hit this like a 729 Fargo rate.
Well, he hit that one pretty good. Look at this.
Come there, baby.
He's
You
good.
made it.
He's good.
Nice job, Rory. Now you just slow roll this in and play the 8 in the side and sit down.
Good shot, Rory.
Right
That's
to the
okay.
2. He used the 2. He must like the 2 because he kissed it twice.
Rory Hendrickson refuses to go away.
He's not going away.
He says, Shane, you're going to have to win this one. I'm not going to give it to you.
He needs a dry break or an accidental kiss here. But Shane needs to just break and run and consolidate his rack. Those are the 2 options.
Oh, he's keeping the pressure on Shane. Some people thought this was going to be a walk in the park, but it's certainly not that.
How many times has Shane seen Rory play? I mean, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds.
A lot when he was a kid,
yeah.
A lot. And Rory's always been one of the top players around the Midwest. I remember years ago, he was winning tournaments. Mike Chewalkin out of North Dakota, another good player. I don't know if you remember him, but they were 2 guys that used to battle back and forth in those regional championships.
I don't hear anything dropping yet.
Open table. Open table.
Open table. Tricky out.
Is that the first time Shane's come up empty? I don't remember him having an empty break until just now.
The only time he gave his break back was when he banked a ball, tried to bank a ball as his opening.
Yeah, but he made a ball on the break.
Right, he made a ball on the break.
Yeah.
He made a ball on the break. Rory's looks like he's hitting low balls, but there are a few problems here. 7 ball doesn't go anywhere, and the 4-1-5 is a little bit of a mess. He can obviously clear out the 1-5 after the 4, but the 7 ball still looms large. Maybe you tickle out the 7 now.
I think he'd rather take the low balls than have to deal with that 13 on the one that's close to the cue ball. Yeah. He didn't spend a lot of time looking at this rack.
He wants to tickle the 7, which he did perfect.
That's okay.
It's okay, but he doesn't have a shot.
He got stymied behind the 9 ball here. He's looking to see if he can see the edge of the 7. I don't think so.
Wow.
You know, he might have to play a safety, Freddie. He might shoot down at the 3 ball and try to hide the cue ball behind the 8.
Behind the 8, and everything else is blocked by that.
But that would take a very sensitive touch to shoot that shot.
And it would
now
be...
you know what he's looking at? He's looking at playing the
The
combination
5
off the
and
4, but I don't know if that's...
I don't think that goes.
Yeah.
If he plays a safety, it'll be the second safety we've seen all week, I think.
Well, thanks for, showing us that with the camera, but that shot's not there.
Now he's there.
I guess he can see the very edge of the 7.
He is flying this ball then, isn't he?
Boy. Let's see.
And he's just hoping for a lead.
Wow. Nice cut. Nice cut, Rory.
Where is the applause there? He is in the same angle. He doesn't have any better angle here.
It might have got worse. It might have got worse because now he's jacked up over the top of the ball and he's got to reach out there.
He deserves a better roll than that. All he had to do is see the 4 ball. Yeah.
He's looking to see if there's some way he can make the 1 off the 4, but
or
sure didn't look like it.
Just the 5 cut to the 1. Doesn't look it.
I don't see this shot. I just don't see this shot. Maybe he sees something that we don't see.
Maybe an overhead view. We'll see how far that 5 is from the 1 ball.
There you go. I just don't see it.
It looks like it throws the wrong way.
He just wants to play a straight he wants to
Straight
bank the
combination.
5 off the rail into the edge of the 1. That might go. That might work.
Well, then he's going to have to bank it quick. I mean,
yeah, exactly. Bring it right off the rail, across the top of the 1 ball. Kind of like, ooh, no.
Well, the good news for him is he's tied up a couple balls that don't look like they break up very easily, but Shane is...
Bad news is Shane's got an opening shot at that 11 ball.
Well, this was another opportunity that Rory had to get back a shot at the shot off his break.
Well, we always knew this was going to be a tough rack for him the way those balls were laying.
Right.
Shane has been very human in this match. He's not always gotten out in situations similar to this. Very human. Did I really say that? Maybe more like he's been mortal.
Right.
That's a better word. Of course he's human.
So, still got to consider what happens with a 15. But if he hits off the 9 ball, no, the 4 ball still covers the 15.
Yeah, he's going to have to make some noise with this shot right here.
It looks like he's going to break those balls on the second shot. From now, 9 ball and then 11.
I thought he was going to try and break him here, but maybe not. Maybe off the 10? I don't know.
If he goes 10, he's got to play above the 9 and 13 to get him down table.
He's got to be really careful. He can get in trouble on this shot if he's trying to break him. That worked out good.
If he has a shot above to show he can shoot these balls down table, because they just covered up the pocket for the 13. He looks like he's dead straight in the 13 in the corner, but I can't tell.
He was a little bit fortunate there. He can shoot the 13, slide over, shoot the 9, maybe in the side. Or the corner.
Goes, and the 9 goes past the 5 ball anyway. It was the 13 that didn't.
That actually opened up really nicely for Shane. He may shoot the 9 up in the corner. Yeah, that's what he's looking at.
Yep. Might as well. See, it goes in the corner and by the 5. So he doesn't have to shoot this. He can shoot the 14 now if he wanted to. But he looks good.
Save the 12 ball for last.
Don't scratch in the side. Good shot.
Got just the angle he wants. Just a small angle. Draw straight back, I think. Yeah.
Just a hair right-hand English.
Once again, Shane will have a 2-game lead, 8-6, and closing in
another
on 11.
Missed opportunity again, but it was a tough rack to get out.
Rory's breaking. He keeps staying within one and 2 games.
Sure. Let's see how Rory's racking here. It seems like he loads up the front with the solids too. See that 3 solids right there. Six to 8. He's done this a couple times too. Where he's racked him and then taken them all away.
You know, they're using a different rack for this 8 ball than they use for the 10 ball. The 10 ball was that rack with that little jagged piece sticking out the back.
Right.
There's so many different kinds of magic racks now.
Racking templates?
Yeah, racking templates. Thank you.
I had an original magic rack, and it took me a couple of years using it to realize that there's a thin protective film on it that you just peel right off. I don't know. I don't know if I was supposed to take it off, but it was tinted blue so you could see it.
Was it one of those paper racks?
No, it was still plastic. But
at the beginning, I got a package of 10 paper racks, and you know, you use them for like a day, and then you throw them away.
Throw them away.
Yeah.
Rory is having a problem with this rack.
It looks good from here, but he hasn't been happy with it. Yeah, he's really working those balls.
He's pulled it away. See the deuce just pop open? He's pulled these balls away. This is like the 4th time.
Well, you know what he might do? He might change magic racks and grab a different one.
I'm surprised that John hasn't gone ahead and helped him out on this one.
Yeah, John's coming out there now. He's wandering out that way to see what's going on.
You see how the magic rack, they're kind of bending up.
There's a good view right here. Looks good. What's wrong? What's the problem here?
He's saying.
All right, John says, let's try a different one.
A different one.
I know when they're doing these matches on TV, Freddie, the director hates it when they spend a long time racking the balls. They want action.
Right.
I mean, this is not how you fill your airtime.
Take a look at that 15 ball. Look at the tealness to it.
Hey, you know you're teal. All right,
he's
okay.
Go. He likes it now.
We're ready to roll. Rory Hendrickson the break, trailing 6 games to 8. It's a race to 11 for the title. U.S. Open 8-ball champion. 11,000 on top.
Oh, he missed it that time. Did not go into the.
See, all that time spent wrecking, I just don't think it did him any good. What happened? He hit the head ball a little bit?
No. I mean, maybe he did, but when it came off the side rail, it went across and right into the corner pocket.
I mean, it looked like a totally dud break. I mean, the balls didn't look like they came apart.
Yeah, the new Magic Rack
slugged him. Yeah, you know what they say? He slugged himself.
Slugged himself.
Can Shane solve this puzzle?
Looks like if he plays the 11 in the side, then
yeah, why not get the 11 and then the 13 down in the corner right now?
Right now. The 12 ball actually goes in the side pocket. If Shane wins this game, he really stretches out because he'll be breaking next.
Right. It'd be his first 3-game lead in the match. Shane's coming right back tomorrow playing a race to 21 8-ball, a challenge match with Thorsten Holman.
Race to 21. What are we calling that challenge match? Is that the
OB challenge? That's the OB challenge. I saw it somewhere. OBQs.
I don't know if it is. We're gonna make sure on that.
I thought the OB challenge was the first one.
It's the poison challenge.
The poison challenge. OB poison.
It's the poison challenge.
Vodka. What's the difference? Okay. I think poison is a predator cue, isn't it? Is that a predator line?
It's an affiliation.
Yeah, I thought so. I mean, it's not really poison, folks.
It's not really poison, folks. You can play with them. It's poison to the other team.
My partner here, George, just told me that the next challenge match featuring Rodney Morris is the Tiger Challenge, and the last one in a series of 3 challenge matches, the OB Challenge. Poison, Tiger, OB.
There you go.
Write that down.
8 balls. Could be going in the side pocket in a second. Yeah, really can't be scratching on the break at this stage. Shane to break. He's won the last couple of games off of Rory, and then his own, and now it's going to be his own break. It was big.
He's had to work hard for this match, I'll tell you. This will be 11 matches in a row on the loser's side.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you lose the first round match. Shane has done this a couple of times where he's put 2 balls in the corners that were the same suit. This time he did it with the solids. There's only 2 rules for 8-ball as far as racking goes. Racking position. 8-ball has to be in the center, and the 2 bottom balls have to be of different suit. One has to be a solid, one has to be a stripe.
Uh-oh. Wow. That cue ball ran right across the mouth of the side pocket.
Rory almost jumping out of his seat.
Rory's having fun.
Hey,
he said, hey, I'm in the finals, man. I'm playing my student here. You taught him well, Rory. You taught him well. Look at him now.
Well, he's got a pretty wide open rack here. I think the 6 ball is the toughest ball on the table. If the 6 ball is the toughest ball on the table, he got a wide open rack. Oh,
well, at least he's got that. What is it? The 3 ball there? No, it's a 5.
The 5 ball. But now he has to reassess because certainly he was going to use that ball to get a good angle to get up table, and he still has an angle.
I don't really see any problem.
No problem.
Going this way. Pulled that ball nicely 2 rails out of the corner.
And then 1 rail across.
This is for Shane to go on the hill at 10. Be a nice little week for him. 21,000 large.
2 titles. Lots of Moscone Cup points. A whole boatload. A boatload meaning what? I don't know.
boatload of hundreds, 21,000. I know that. That's a big stack.
He needs an angle on this 4-ball on the side so he can come across for the 8-ball in the corner
I
pocket.
think he'll force it over. He does that very good. Perfectly, in fact.
Man on the hill. A man on the hill. Boom. We're going to get George Teachea here. Coming in to replace Jay. Jay will gut on the floor just in case he's needed.
Well, I'm back.
We're right to the end of it here. You know, Rory just made that mistake by scratching on the break.
Mm-hmm.
You know, every time you do that second ball break, the cue ball is running loose, and he's been doing a good job getting it right into the pack with wide open racks. But not the last time. Hopefully this time he gets it. I'd like to see him extend this.
Yeah, that last one kind of came to the rail and came down from the middle of the rack straight to the corner pocket. So a little bit different English on that ball.
Or a slightly different hit on that first ball in the second ball. This second ball in.
Yeah, because they didn't seem to really scatter apart when they first hit him, so it wasn't as solid. Made a difference.
Let's see what he does this time.
Well, he needs this one.
He is hitting hard, though, for a second ball break.
And he came perfect. Came across perfect. Made a ball. Gonna make another one.
And not as wide open. You see this cluster of balls down near the corner. I think he got there, though.
I think he can take care of it right now, right here, if he wants to. If he chooses solids, he can take care of it.
I think if he can make that 3 ball.
3, it opens up to 5.
Not
Gets
sure
a
if he can
shot
get
on the
past
5.
6, but we'll see what happens here.
We'll see what he does here. It's all his. His destiny is in his hands.
I'm looking right down. I don't see this cue ball going past the 6 ball to make that 3.
Oh, okay. So then he can't get to that.
At least not yet.
He's watching, looking around for his options. What's the best way to go to work? Which route do I take? You're right. That going by that 6 ball's awfully tight. It's not pretty. Nothing wrong with the stripes.
The 11. He's got to be able to break out that 11. That'd be the trouble ball. The 11-5. Clearly, there's the problem.
No. It's awful tight either way.
It's tight.
That's why they have English.
Electing to go to the stripes.
He did take the stripes. How's he going to get that 11 from the 9 ball?
Looks like he's either going to go 3 ball. Oh, no, he's just going to leave it alone.
He's going to go to it from the 9 ball. This is extremely dangerous here. If he goes at the 11 to open it up, he does not guarantee a shot.
Playing position for the 12 ball.
No.
Just whacking it out of there.
Wow.
Maybe he'll get a shot.
Wow.
Hold it.
He got one.
He's got a shot. How does he get down there?
Up in the corner. Actually, he's got a shot to where he can win from.
3 rails around.
No, he can come straight by the 8 ball and just barely come by the 8, and he's oh no, the 3 ball has got him, doesn't it? You're right.
He's going to go double in the left pocket, 3 rails around to get underneath the 6 ball and perfect. Oh, a little kiss, keep going then.
Oh,
Lovely. I think he got there.
you think so?
Yes, he did, because he's not shaking his head. No shake of the head. He got there.
Oh, what a sigh of relief he just let out.
I like it. He's going to extend this. The crowd is going to go crazy when he gets out here. Shane is smiling.
Well, he knows.
Oh, no.
He's smiling now.
Oh no, Rory. crowd goes crazy. He's supposed to just stop that ball, and instead he drew it right behind the 7 ball. Unbelievable. He solved this rack with a great 3-rail, 2-rail position, dying, and didn't actually get to third, but it's normally a 3, doubling the corner.
It's funny. Shane had his break cue in his hand, and as soon as he
goodness.
saw where the cue ball ended up, he switched cues.
That, unless a miracle shot comes up. Yeah.
He's going to try to kick it in the side pocket. 1-rail kick.
How could he draw the ball from that position? A little stop shot would have done it. Well, he's called the ball in the side pocket already. Aiming it up.
He's kicking the ball. If he hits it well, the cue ball is going to track towards the 7 in the side pocket to where it is right now. If he hits it well.
There you go. He's got his spot.
Got his spot.
Crowd on his feet.
Thinking of his English. Figures out the speed.
Well, he hit it. And it's wide open. No concession.
Well, I don't think he'd be conceding with 6 balls left on the table.
No concession. Shane's going to start off with something, whatever he wants, even though the 7 aside is hanging.
This is a routine out, but this is the U.S. Open.
That's right.
But then this is Shane Van Boening. So far, dead in line.
Short.
Yeah, he's shooting the 2 ball. Coming right across. He'll hit the rail, come right back over. And he's there.
And we have ourselves.
You let him enjoy the moment and pocket that final 8 ball.
Shane Van Boening wins the U.S. Open 8-ball championship. Shane Van Boening giving his good friend Rory Hendrickson a hug. How about a nice hand for Rory Hendrickson?
What a great match for Rory Hendrickson. What a great Hendrickson. What a great tournament. What a great tournament for him. What a great, great tournament. What a special.
Champion winning his 2nd U.S. Open in 4 days, Mr. Shane Van Boening.
Fantastic.
John Lehman giving the announcement here.
John Lehman did it the best.
And we'll take it to the floor. Thank you, everybody. This is Freddie Agnew.
George Teachaia.
Please stick around, folks, for the trophy presentation.
Hey, Rory, you had a great tournament, man.
Yeah, I get to play some of the best players in the world.
Did you have any idea when you played with Shane and coached him when he was 11 years old, did you know that he was going to become such a monster?
Yes, I did. Focus, and he played and played and played and played and played, and then he played more. So he hit balls more than anybody I've ever seen. So.
And you came full circle. Here you are playing him.
Couldn't have been
20 years
more
later.
dear to me. I'm glad I lost to him. I swear to God.
Thank you so much. You had a great tournament. Shane, you double-dipped the world here.
My goal was just to win the 10 ball, and then I was really hungry to win the 8 ball. So after I lost my first match against Taylor, he got me in the beast mode. So.
Did you know you won 11 matches in a row on the loser side?
Yeah, I mean, I just fight my way through, and I got a couple of good matches, hill, and then I fought my way around the,
One other little statistic for you. This is your 9th U.S. Open victory. No other American player has won that many U.S. Opens.
Good to know.
You're not done yet, are you?
No.
We got a challenge match for you tomorrow with Thorsten. Okay. Let me bring Amy Kane out here. Amy, She's going to do the awards presentation. Rory, we got a trophy for you.
Thanks, Jay. Thank you. Rory, congratulations. You played a great tournament, and it's nice to finally meet you.
It's not the big one, but hey.
On behalf of CSI Shane, congratulations for becoming the 2016 U.S. Open 8-ball champion. Very nice.
We want to thank you out there in our audience. We've got more pool coming to you tomorrow. Thank you.